Period. Been saving the best. What?
What you doing?
Dad, why are you busting in my room like that?
Where you get all that money from? Where you been at all night? Huh?
I dance.
You dance?
Yes,
what
I
kind of
dance.
You forward?
No.
Huh?
Stop trying to be funny. You always trying to be funny.
So
No,
you right here
it
exposing
doesn't
yourself
matter.
for money?
It doesn't
You gotta
matter.
go.
It
You're
doesn't
not going in my
matter.
house.
I'm
You gotta
taking
go.
care of my son, right? Don't know.
Search deep down. Was that father wrong? Was he in the right? Or hell, was she wrong or in the right? Welcome back to the tab. I am your host, Andrew. Today I'll be giving my commentary on this wild video that a subscriber emailed to me, showing this father who got very upset when he walked in and seen his daughter waving around a lot of money. And when he learned how she got that money, he got totally upset and irate and decided to kick her out of his home. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video so we can watch it in full, give my commentary. Of course, if you find any value in our content, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the subscribes coming on the screen, and make sure you share our content. We do appreciate it. But again, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight to the video.
Period. Been saving the best. What?
What you doing?
Dad, why are you busting in my room like that?
Where you get all that money from? Where you been at all night? Huh?
I dance.
You dance?
Yes,
what
I
kind of
dance.
You forward?
No.
Huh?
Stop trying to be funny. You always trying to be funny.
So
No,
you right here
it
exposing
doesn't
yourself
matter.
for money?
It doesn't
You gotta
matter.
go.
It
You're
doesn't
not going in my
matter.
house.
I'm
You gotta
taking
go.
care of my son, right? Don't
Okay,
nobody
you
in this
and
house
your
help
son
me.
gotta go.
But don't nobody in this house
You're
help
not
me
doing
take
that.
care
That's
of
nasty.
him.
You only 18, you exposing yourself for money. Why
So
don't you go
what?
get a
I
job at McDonald's or
graduated.
something?
I graduated now because this
wanna
money
be like the
comes
rest of these
fast.
little nasty
Do you know
little
how
girls
fast
out
I
there?
made this money?
You wanna be
I
like
made
the
this
rest
money
of
in
these
2
little
months.
nasty girls.
I made this money in 2 months.
Bro,
You talking
that's
about
nasty.
McDonald's?
You gotta
Okay,
go.
it doesn't matter. I've
Go.
been helping you pay the bills, right? Do you want help paying the bills or
I'm
not?
not raising no kids.
I've been
that's
helping you
short-
pay the bills,
that's
saving for my
exposing
apartment, getting
yourself.
my own car.
No.
I've been doing everything by myself. Why does it matter?
You exposing yourself for, come on now, for money? Really, daughter? That's what we doing?
What
For
you
money?
see? I'm not
For
exposing
money?
myself for money. I'm exposing
Go
myself
ahead
so my
on.
baby can have a better life.
I'm
It's
not
not for
doing that.
money. It's so my
No,
baby
not
can have a
my
better
house.
life. Like, what
Not
the
my
fuck?
house.
Okay,
You got
so
what you do,
what?
but you can't do it in my house.
So I gotta
Oh,
leave?
yes,
Okay,
you
so
got,
then
you and
you...
that baby gotta go.
So then you're gonna have... Okay, you're gonna be back in the same
No,
predicament you
Cap,
was.
none of
As soon
that.
as I leave, you're gonna be
No,
back in the
listen,
same
when you're in
predicament
my
you was.
house, I
Like,
don't respect that.
Is, as any father would, what father would want their daughter to be an exotic dancer, right? Who would want their daughter to be up on stage revealing themselves and doing things as such? Of course, all men of value or all men who have self-respect and love their daughters don't want their daughters to be doing that. But the issue I have is that this father is trying to instill lessons for this young lady that he should have been doing much earlier. Now, I don't know all the circumstances. Maybe he came into her life later, or maybe he wasn't as involved, or I'm not sure. But what is clear is that she didn't get the lessons when she was younger, right? It seems as though she felt her behavior was fine. She already had a child out of wedlock while in the household. So she's already been displaying behaviors that was very unbecoming of what, most men want their daughters. But of course, mistakes can happen, and I believe all children are meant to be here. Hell, I'm a young father. I had my first child at 18, but it was not the route in which my parents raised me to do. My parents didn't kick me out and say, hey, you figure it out. They realized that I was still young and I still needed help. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have boundaries for your children. That's not what I'm saying. To this fellow man, to this father, if you get a chance to watch my video, understand that if you kick your daughter out, the problem that you're complaining about is only going to get worse. Do you understand? Was there times and lessons where you talk to your daughter and explain to her how she should carry herself, how she should cover her body? Was there outfits that she was wearing when she was younger that you just kind of turned a blind eye to, that would be revealing to men and would get men to be like all over your daughter? Did you be like, hey, no, go back in the house, take that off? Matter of fact, all those clothes that you have, I don't know who got them for you or how'd you got them, or it slipped by me. Take them off, put them in there. You wear them when you grown. You train a child at a young age, so when they get older, a lot of things are instilled in them. Now, there are a lot of women out there who like to go jump on the pole, and it's no diss to them. It's just, I don't want that for my daughter. To all our fathers, fellow fathers out there, if you're not in your daughter's life, get into it right now. No matter what age, get into it. The earlier, the better. And be so involved that you can have those moments where you're driving her to school, or you have her over at your house, or however the situation is, you could just talk to her. Say, no, baby, you're beautiful. Muhammad Ali's daughters recalled a story where their father told them about how to carry themselves as women and how they need to be like pearls and diamonds and gold. And when he explained that the most precious things in the world are the hardest to find. Understand that your daughters must get the lesson from you. You teach them how they should be respected. You show them that. I'm not sure what lessons this young lady got or whatever during her lifetime, but I feel like at this point, here's my message to this father in the video at this stage. She's clearly 18, 19, but she's grown. She's already out of high school, according to what she stated. She already has a child. I believe you need to start setting standards. Give her a time frame, like, hey, I'm not going to accept that behavior in my house. If you decide to keep this job, you have 30 days to get up out of here. Now, that's setting a standard. That's allowing her time to consider, like, hey, do I really want to stay in this? And you talk to her like, hey, I know you're making a lot of money, but there are other ways to make money. You could work on a skill set. You could get yourself back in school. Guess what? You go to school, you do what you have to. I'll get 2 jobs. I mean, you have her there with you because I assume you need to take care of her. If you love and care about your daughter, man, don't kick her out like that. Don't put her and that baby out. For one, just to even go find a place takes time. It could take 30 to 60 days. There's nothing wrong with creating boundaries and having an expectation of how your child should act in the house, even if she's grown. But understand she is grown. And if she chooses to engage in that type of behavior or go get that job, that is her choice. And what you do is you make it clear, hey, I'm not dealing with that. I didn't raise you to do that. So if you want to continue in that behavior, you're going to have to move out. I'm going to give you 30 days to go find a place. You need to go start putting in applications now. I prefer you to stay and get up on your feet. I prefer you go back to school. I prefer you do something with longevity. I will support that. I will help you. I would feel like I would need to go back and look at self and say, I failed you. For you to even think this is an okay behavior, I failed you. But guess what? Let's figure this out. But while you're in my house, hey, you can't do that. But I can't control you because you are grown. So if you decide to do that, hey, guess what? Hey, did you check out our last video? If not, hey, it's right here. Click right here. Yep, right here in my chair. Quit playing. You still watching it? You might as well click it.